Alhamdulillah. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulullah Muhammad bin Abdullah wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa mawala wa ba'd. Today on SOP Academic Online class, good evening my listeners. We are going to be treating what? Measuring and units. Which is on 2. Measuring and unit. Let me call it measuring and unit 2. Where we are going to be talking on the measuring tools. We have different measuring tools. We have the micrometer, screw gauge. We have, as you can see, this is a drawing of micrometer, screw gauge. We have that of vernier caliper, and we have that of meter rule. Now, firstly, this is a Jamb question. Look at this question very well. It is a what? Jamb what? Question. Look at this question very well. What you firstly come to your mind is find your reading accuracy. It's still the same thing as find your least count. You also call it, in university they call it least count. In our SSE time we call it reading accuracy. Anyhow you want to. Which we find your least accuracy. And note that micrometer, screw gauge, it is an instrument, measuring tools, used in measuring the diameter of an object. Meter rule can't do that. Micrometer, screw gauge can do that. Diameters of a what? Of a particular object. And it is measured in millimeter. Millimeter. Are we together? Then note that in order to find our least count or reading accuracy in terms of millimeter, have it in mind your LS, which is least count, LC, which is least count, equals to is 0.01 millimeter. That is your least count. Are we together? Then what follows after finding your least count? In this particular something, you can see this diagram. This one, we call it main scale. What do I call it? Main what? Main scale. Another name, you call it sleeve. Another name, we call it what? Sleeve. Sleeve. Scale. Anyhow you want to. Why this one that you see, we call it vernier scale. What do I call it? Vernier what? Vernier scale. We have the main scale here. We have the vernier scale here under this measuring tools, micrometer, screw gauge. Now, the first formula after finding your reading accuracy, always observe millimeter. That is how you answer this question. You firstly see the SI unit. The formula to use in calculating, see the reading. What will be the reading of the micrometer, screw gauge? These are the options. What will be the reading? All you need, you do the reading or total reading, anyhow you want to. Total reading, TR, equals to what? Equals to MS. I'll tell you what an MS is. Main scale, which is this. How do we read main scale? I'll tell you. Plus, in a bracket. What do I call this? Vernier what scale? Or Timbu. Timbu scale. Timbu scale. Anyhow it is. Anyhow you want to. Equals to what? VS times least count, LC. Please put this formula offhand. MS, which is the main scale, plus in the bracket vernier scale times what? Least what? Least count. I've told you in millimeter the least count is 0.0 mm. Now let's use this formula to approach this Jamb question. What? The first thing is that come to your main scale. Come to your main scale. Where is our main scale? Can the camera point it to this? These are our main scale. And our main scale start from where? Start from 3. You know, it is from 0 down to up to this level. If this is 3 now, if this is 3, this point will be what? 3.5. Or you count it like this. This is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, 6.5. Or 3 point what? 3.5. 4, 4.5. 5, 5.5. 6, 6.5. That means the first thing to do is when you are reading this main scale, when you are checking this main scale, you have to stop at where this line ends. This line, where it ends. Yeah? You can't go beyond this. Where this line ends, that's where you are going to. Now you check where this line ends by this. This is 6. 6 point what? 6.5 before we touch the vernier scale. So our reading on the main scale, now our reading for this question, B has that what will be the reading of this micrometer, screw gauge? Draw. since we have done that our main scale, which is TR, total reading mean main scale plus this one. Total reading will now be, what is our main scale? Our main scale, I've told you, it is what? 6.5. You come, you put 6.5 plus, based on the formula, Vs times this. Open a bracket. What is our Vs? Now, to check this one is very easy. Now, look at, this is our line, horizontal line on the main scale. You will touch where, you will check where it's touching on the vernier scale. That's where you stop counting. When it coincides with one another, that's where you are. You know, this is the main scale. This line is going like this. You know, is it touching this one? No. Is it touching this one? No. Is it touching this one? Where is it touching? It's touching this line directly to form an aliphatic chain. Are we together? Where it's touching, that's where the reading will be. Reading start from where? Under the Vs, vernier scale. 40. What follow? 45. 45. If this is 45, this line will be what? 46. This line will be what? 47. Now see, this 47 is going directly to this. It's coinciding. It is cosine with this one. That means they are coincident with one another. Are we together? Which is what? What will be? Then mean you will stop at where they coincide with one another. Which is what? 47. That means our Vs here will be what now? 47. But don't forget that you have to multiply this 47 by what? Least count. What do I call the least count? Is 0. Please put it in your mind. Is 0.0. Least count is 0.01 millimeter. So this 47 Vs you get here, you multiply it by this one. Are we together? So it will now be 47 times what? Is 0.01. Then you get your answer. What will that be? TR. I hope you are following me. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and drop your observation on the comment section. It will now be 6.5 plus, this will be what now? When you times this with this, what would that be? 47 times is 0.01, which is our least count. It is not, we also call it precision or precision scale. Are we together? Required by the micrometer screw gauge under millimeter mercury, which will be 0.47. Some you can do it like this. Once you get your 47 divided by 100, it will still give you this. Don't forget that whatever you are picking at your reading here, that is coincides with this one, always be dividing it. If it is 40, divide by 100, which is 0.40. If you don't want to use this one, it's still the same thing. Now, this times this, what will that be? This plus this now, this plus this will give us what now? It will be 0.47 plus 6.5. What would that be? This will be 6.97. Don't forget, what will be the SI unit of micrometer screw gauge? It is millimeter. Are we together? Now let's check the options that they are provided here. What is that? Option A, 6.57. Is that the answer? No. Option B, 6.97. Is that the answer? Check. They are coinciding with one another. That will be the answer. Here are wrong. So that's how you answer question under what? Micrometer screw gauge. The recap of this is that know your least count and always observe, is it in millimeter mercury you are given? If it is millimeter mercury, it is 0.01. That is your least count. Then secondly, check your vernier scale. The vernier scale must be coinciding with this one, well, main scale. Then that your vernier scale, you times it with 0.01, which is your least count. After getting that, then you determine your main reading. Add them together, you get your total reading. So that's what the Jamb asks us to do in this what? Micrometer screw gauge. Thanks for listening. Thanks for learning. I hope you enjoyed this video and you are able to get something. I still remain my humble self. Akodede Oluwayinka, assign as Swap Academic Online Class. Stay blessed. More blessing. Barakallahu.